It's time for live coverage of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant, presented by Cashmere Valley Bank. Coverage on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Apple Valley Honda and Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. Good evening and welcome to the Numerica Performing Arts Center. It's time for the pageant, the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. I think Julie Agins-Kuntz, our queen, who joins me again. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. This is really the start of the festival, right? This
truly is, because once we have our royalty, things start happening, and before you know it, festival's only like 2 months away.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. The 107th festival, we should say. And we will find out of the 10 wonderful young women who have been really working so hard for months now. Will be crowned the top three. The queen, the two princesses, and they've gone through a lot, not just today, but also over the last 2 months to get ready for this. 2 months,
especially the last month, the top 10 have been really going through a lot of training. You've worked with them.
Yes.
So today is kind of like the epitome, and it's everything that they've been taught, and hopefully they bring their A game.
Yeah, one of the things in the opportunity I had to do media training with the young ladies is I said, really life is an interview.
Yes.
If you think about meeting a new friend for the first time, well, what did you do when you sat down to meet them is you ask each other questions. Where are you from? What do you like? What's your favorite color? Those types of things.
Yes.
Well, that's an interview in a matter of speaking.
Yes, it is. It's also kind of like the impromptu question.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there because that's coming later tonight.
So these young ladies were narrowed down from a team of 24 to 10 here a little over a month ago, and they have been going through a lot of training to get ready for this evening. There's a bell behind me. That means that the auditorium is now open, and so people can find their seats, and it's going to be a packed house tonight here at the Numerica Performing Arts Center.
I was talking to Zach, and it's pretty much sold out, so that's a good thing. Yeah. And the ladies have already gone through the morning judging part, so 60% of the judging has already been completed. They had panel interviews with the judges, one girl, the panel for 10 minutes, and then they went to one-on-ones, one girl, one judge for 10 minutes. So a lot has already been decided. So tonight, and they get one score for this evening for pageant tonight.
Yeah, one of the things where you're going to be able to help is during intermission, you're going to be able to vote on the most original speech, and there will be a QR code that will throw up on the screen. You can take a picture of that with your phone. You can go to the site and go to the website and be able to vote on who you think had the best speech of the evening.
Which is exciting.
Yeah.
It's audience participation.
Yeah, definitely so.
Yes.
Now, we have a lot of royalty that are going to join us, aside from the lovely and talented Miss Julie Agins-Kuntz here. We have the outgoing royal court, which is also probably a nervous night for them as well, for the young ladies that are going to replace them.
No, they're excited. Sorry, Eric. Sorry to burst you. They are so excited, and they're excited for the candidates tonight. But it's like they've done a good job. They're done. This is like their final responsibility that they have. So they're just chilling and having fun.
They will join us here on the Countdown to Coronation. Darcy Christofferson, who's also been very busy. And thankfully, she's not limping around on a bad foot this year. We'll talk to Darcy coming up. On the way next, we will talk with a person who's very important throughout this year's festival, the Director General, or DG as they like to call her. We will talk to Kathy Campbell coming up as we continue here with our Countdown to Coronation on the NCWLIFE channel. Our coverage tonight brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Heat and Air. Call Alpine Air at 509-662-6842. They're on the web at alpineair.net. We'll take a break and come back live from the Numerica Performing Arts Center, getting ready for the pageant here on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride in zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
And welcome back to our live coverage of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant, presented by Casimir Valley Bank here on the NCWLIFE channel. This portion is our countdown to coronation, or like I like to call it, our pregame show, because, you know, that sports background in me. Kathy Campbell joins us now, who's the Director General. First of all, Kathy, welcome. You're beautiful tonight.
Thank you so much.
Talk about when you heard that you were going to be, do you know how far in advance?
A couple years in advance.
Oh.
Yes,
okay.
Actually, I mentioned to Darcy a couple years ago, gosh, it'd be kind of fun to be Director General. And the next thing I knew, she said, I put your name in.
That's Darcy.
Yeah. So what are your responsibilities for the festival as the DG?
I get to make appearances occasionally, and I'm president of the board, so I get to do whatever Darcy tells me to do. Yes.
Including being here on TV, which I know you're loving right now.
I love it.
You've had a chance to be involved in multiple facets over the years for Apple Blossom Festival. I know you and I had a shared experience with the mock panel interviews to try to prepare these young ladies. The education they receive and have the opportunity to undergo is quite incredible.
It's amazing, and they answer the questions so well. They just are so comfortable and just beautiful girls.
Well, I was just going to say, not to talk about what year it was, but you were in top 10.
I was.
So how are you feeling about this time a couple years ago, before Pageant started? Do you remember?
Not really. It's a lot different than when I was in the top 10, because that was back in the 70s. So, yes.
I wasn't going to say, but but actually the process has stayed the same. We've moved from Pioneer to here to the PAC, so. But the judging process has pretty much stayed the same.
You know, when we did the top 10 interviews, we were at the Chieftain Hotel. So we went into actually the hotel rooms, which was weird. It was the 70s.
Yeah.
But it was the 70s.
Was there shag carpet?
I don't recall.
So it's changed a little bit, but the previous top 10s I've talked to that have gone through this process, every single person right down to each individual I talk to, they say how valuable this experience and this education is to prepare them for any job interview they'll ever do in their life.
Oh, it is. I mean, they know how to walk and talk and answer questions, and they just are so comfortable with talking to people one-on-one and just to a large crowd. It's it's wonderful. We'll be ready for anything.
Now, Kathy, what is your responsibility here tonight?
Tonight I get to be in the audience, and then after halftime, I get to go backstage and then present flowers and the microphone to the winners.
Okay. I would rather do the flowers and microphone than have to do the robe. That just seems a little daunting to me.
The robe is always a little
It is.
feisty.
I think I would have a hard time hooking that in there. Or putting the crown on. Oh, that'd be hard. Yeah.
Well, Kathy, thank you so much for your volunteerism for the festival. It was nice to see Bruce around. He's your eye candy, he told me tonight.
Yeah, he cleans up pretty good, doesn't he?
He does. I said we shop at the same place. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you guys are identical.
I think Bruce would take offense to that, actually. No. Kathy, thank you for taking the time and being here, and of course, all the work you've done and all the volunteerism for Apple Blossom.
Thank you.
You bet. Kathy Campbell joining us here on the NCWLIFE channel. If she has time, we're going to get Carly Stanford coming up to talk about the pageant and the work that has gone in to prepare for tonight. It all is a crescendo that crashes across the beaches of the Columbia River tonight. No, we hope it doesn't crash. We'll talk to Carly coming up as we continue with our countdown to coronation next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Our community is full of people doing incredible work. Join us for the Community Impact Awards, an inspiring evening honoring the people, organizations, and businesses whose leadership and service make our community stronger. It's on Thursday, February 26th at the Pybus Local-Tel Event Center in Wenatchee. There'll be light appetizers and beverages. The award ceremony itself begins at 5:30. Come connect, celebrate, and support the positive impact happening all around us. Reserve your tickets today.
Thanks for joining us on our countdown to coronation here on the NCWLIFE channel as we get ready for the Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank, and a huge supporter of Apple Blossom, and specifically the pageant, has been the Wenatchee Central Lions Club, who have been doing this, I'll have to ask Carly Stanford about that. How many years now?
About 50 years.
50 years? Long before she was even a thought in her parents' mind. Okay, we won't go there. But it's been quite the process for you. And it is very structured on how it goes from pageant director to pageant director. You kind of get a training for 1 year before you become the director, right?
That's correct, yeah. So I joined the Lions about 3 years ago, and so I spent 2 years kind of working my way up to pageant director, and all of us take different roles and make sure that we know what's going on. And yeah, it takes a team for sure.
So did you join Lions because you were interested in the Apple Blossom part of it, or what was, a Lions Club, they're always looking for new members?
Mm-hmm. So my husband and I lived out of town and moved back to the Valley, and I called Darcy and asked how to get involved, and so she said, if you want to help out with Apple Blossom, join Lions, and then this is also a great way to get to meet others in the community, and so it's kind of twofold.
Now, I mentioned it all culminates tonight, but this has been something that's been underway for a long time. How soon did you guys start meeting to plan for this pageant?
In the fall. So we started in the fall and started planning and brainstorming and coming up with ideas, and been working our way through it. So it's finally here.
All those script writing meetings.
Yes.
So what is going to happen tonight? What are you in charge of? I know you're going to have a headset on, and what are you going to be telling your team backstage?
So, like I mentioned, it's a team, so all of us have different roles. We've got dressers back there, security. I'm really helping cue the girls as they're going on stage, and then we've got others that are helping with that. There's kind of a line of us that are moving them from the dressing room into the hallway where they can't hear any of the impromptu questions for that section, and then cueing them to walk on the stage. So that's kind of my role.
There you
go.
So
the theme for pageant, how do you figure that out? Is that up to you, or is that up to the group?
Up to the group, yeah. So this year it's kind of boy band, girl band, throwback. There's not a strict name to it, but a lot of different things going on. So it's all of us coming up with something together.
And I know you knew a long time ago it was going to coincide with Valentine's Day, so that kind of helps with a theme for the evening, right?
Exactly, yep. Valentine's Day, and so we picked, we've got some love songs coming on, things like that. So.
As the week has progressed, you had the dress rehearsal on Thursday night, but before that you had first part of the pageant on Monday, I think, and then the second part of the pageant on Tuesday. How has it been? And I mean, there's a lot on the shoulders of these young ladies. How have they done?
Mm-hmm. They've done wonderful, and we got Wednesday off. They had to do things on Wednesday, so yes, Monday it all started. I mean, they've been working way before that as well, but it's all gone well, and we've all learned, and I think they're doing a really great job.
The nerves for you don't seem nervous at all. Are you like ready to rock and roll here?
We're ready to go.
Probably like the rest of us, we're more nervous for the girls to be able to do their best, right?
Absolutely, yep. We just hope that they do their best, and they're all doing a wonderful job, so see how those game day nerves get to them, but they'll do a wonderful job.
Well, so are the ladies backstage right now? What's happening backstage?
Yep, they're backstage. Got odds in one room, evens in the other, because there's not enough in one room, and we've got a makeup area, so they're getting all touched up and ready in their outfits to get the night started.
I know we joke about this all the time. They're in no particular order, but they're actually in a particular order ever since they were selected as top 10 as far as the number that they appear on stage and everything else, right?
Yep, so when the top 10 were selected on that night, they drew a number, and that picked their order for pageant. So 1 through 10, that's who goes out for the speeches, and then impromptu, and then announced in no particular order.
And Fabulous Feet, also a huge part of the night tonight as far as that opening act and things like that. And that makes it a real show, doesn't it?
Yes, they're fabulous. I was watching the rehearsals with Catherine on Thursday. So the Fabulous Feet came earlier in the week. Then Thursday they turned on the lights. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing with the lights. I hadn't seen that. And she's like, welcome to theater. So it was incredible. Yeah, they do a wonderful job and really help with the show.
Well, speaking of theater, Julie, you know this very well. The show must go on.
Yes.
Despite the fact you got a little unnerving news tonight that your MC is not available.
Yes, unfortunately, Catherine's under the weather, so Christine stepped up, and she's going to do the emceeing for the night, and so very grateful. Like I said, it takes a team, and so she was immediately willing to step up and take on that role. So we're going to miss Catherine, but Christine will do a great job.
Well, and what that also helps is that she was part of the whole process. She was part of script writing. She knows everything inside and out, and she actually had a hand in a lot of the script writing for the evening, right?
Yes, exactly. Yep, that's correct. So she knows what she's reading, and she's going to do a great job. She wrote all of it or parts of it, so she's good.
Well, best of luck here tonight. As they say, break a leg, right?
Is that what we're supposed to do? Break a leg. Okay. Break a leg.
Not a foot like Darcy.
No, not a foot.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you for joining us.
And tell your team thank you. Yes. Go
yeah,
Lions.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Lions Club, absolutely. Yes. We'll take a break and come back here on the NCWLIFE channel as we count down to Coronation. Our coverage brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda is committed to preserving the environment, not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. We'll be right back with more here from the Pack coming up on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
360 some odd days ago that we had these beautiful young women on our television sets as part of the 2025 brand new Royal Court. It's been a year now, and here they are once again. We have Princess Yasmin Perez. We have Queen Ella Johnson. Yeah, sorry about that. We had two Ellas in a row, so I started to stumble there for a minute. We have Princess Deja Carlson joining us here on the NCWLIFE channel. So this is it. This is the final go-around for you guys. What are you feeling?
We're just super excited for these girls backstage. We just got to talk to them and just encourage them that just to soak up this pageant night, like as nervous as they may be, like this is just such a special time and just to cherish it.
How about you, Deja?
There's so many memories I made just being in top 10, and so if I could go back, I would do it all over again. So I've just been telling them the same thing, to really cherish it, because it's really special and unique.
Exactly what the girls said. This is truly such a blessing inside and out. Regardless of tonight's outcome, each and every one of these girls are strong, they're beautiful, and they're going to make it so far, and I'm genuinely so excited to see how far they're going to grow.
Now, unfortunately, last year when the crowning was done with the new tiara, there was a few issues that happened. It looks like it's staying on so far tonight, Queen.
The crown did in fact fall off when I was on stage. But this is crown number 3. But I promise no more, and I have practiced very dutifully to get the crown on this next queen. So we're good.
Okay, so no staples like we said Darcy had applied backstage after the coronation. So, of course, everybody wants to know what you guys are up to now. Deja, what are you up to?
I go to Washington State University. I'm majoring in marketing, and I've just been hanging out over there. I love it. It's beautiful. It's Pullman, and not much different from Wenatchee, but I love it. It's been so much fun.
Yasmin, what are you up to these days?
So I'm at Eastern Washington University pursuing a career in dental hygiene, and I truly love the community. It reminds me a lot of Wenatchee, and it's just a beautiful area, and academically it's going very well. So
very good.
Nice plus.
Ella, how about you?
Well, I'm not too far from either of these girls. I'm at Whitworth University up in Spokane, where I am on a pre-law track, double majoring in political science and business economics. So that's been amazing. I'm also currently working as a sports broadcaster. So, hey, maybe I'll come for your job not too soon, Eric.
Well, it's available. That's an inside joke. Yeah. That's an inside joke. So are you playing any golf these days? Because I remember when we talked, you were heavy into golf.
I haven't been back in since the winter time because, the courses have been closed. But after the last time I think we talked, I was out on the course all summer. So after my foot healed, of course.
What's it feel like to be back in these gowns and back with a tiara on your head?
It's surreal. I miss it. I was a little scared it wasn't going to fit me, but, it worked.
That was not the question I was asking about the dresses.
It's really cool. This is such a cool experience, and I loved getting close to these girls and everyone who helped us. It's super awesome, and I wish I could do it again, but it's exciting to crown some new girls.
Yasmin, how about you?
Exactly what Deja said. It's just so bittersweet, but it's so exciting knowing that other girls are going to take on these positions. But I'm so happy that we got to experience this. Words cannot express how happy and blessed I am to meet these girls. And it's like, oh, I can't believe I'm wearing the crown for the last time.
So are you prepared for tears tonight? I know last year while you guys were being crowned, we happened to be backstage, and everybody was a blubbery mess backstage.
I mean, when we got crowned, I think we were all in shock, and so we were like, this isn't happening. Yeah. And we just couldn't stop laughing because we're like, wait, this is actually real. And now looking at it, we're just so excited for the next girls. Obviously, it's emotional, passing on the crown, passing on the baton of royalty. But we really got to just experience the Wenatchee Valley in such a unique and special way that all we feel like passing it off is just like joy.
Well, I'm not going to ask you about your favorite moments and things like that because that's part of your farewell that's coming up after the intermission tonight. So I'll let the audience wait for that here on the NCWLIFE channel. Thank you for being such great representatives for the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington. Of course, Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. You guys have done a fantastic job the last year.
Yes.
You bet.
Thank you.
You bet. We will take a break and come back. Darcy is next because we're counting down to Coronation, and we're just a few moments away from having these ladies walk into the auditorium, get them in their seats, and then it's off and going for the pageant here presented by Cashmere Valley Bank at the Numerica. See, they're going to start crying already. It's going to happen. It's right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper quiet ride in zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Welcome back one more time around here to the Countdown to Coronation on the NCWLIFE channel. Darcy Christopherson is joining us. First of all, let me remind you that our coverage tonight brought to you in part by Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, call 509-888-8887. Live well with Coldwell. Well, Darcy Christopherson, Festival Administrator and Grand Poobah of all things. First of all, beautiful dress tonight.
Yes.
Who are you wearing?
I have no idea who it is. You can look at the tag, but thank you.
How's the day been?
It's been fabulous. The girls did an amazing job, all 10 of them. That's always our goal, of course, is that they all feel great after they do the panel judging and the one-on-one judging. I was just backstage with them all, and they are all excited and laughing and having a great time, so it's always a wonderful sign that today went well.
Good. Well, give us a clue about tonight. What's going to happen tonight?
Tonight. Oh, tonight.
Tonight, like 2 minutes from now.
So we will have an opening number. We will have speeches, which they have the same speech topic, This I Promise You, and it'll be a 2 to 3 minute speech. Then we will have the impromptu segment where they'll be in their evening gowns that they have chosen. And then, of course, we do a little serenade, and then it'll be coronation before we know it, and we'll have a queen and 2 princesses.
Judges from out of town once again. They've had their hands full today, haven't they?
Yes. They have said that over and over how difficult it is. They're a definite strong 10, over the board, great 10. So they're a little stressed, I should say, but they're happy stressed.
Happy stressed. Okay.
That's a good stress.
Yes. I don't know if it's a stress for you. You always just kind of let things roll, but having your MC go down, and Catherine, we're so sorry that you're home sick tonight. Talk about that. Have you had that happen before?
No. No. I mean, I've done this for 32 years, but I don't think so. So, yeah, we got the call about 5 o'clock, and we all just said, oh, Christine can do it. Yep. So it was pretty easy, and that's what's great about, Wenatchee Central Lions Club. We serve, and we all work so well together as a team. So it just all happened, and somebody's taking Christine's spot, and then that person has somebody taking their spot, and just all worked out great. I mean, except for Catherine being sick. Yeah. So
next
man
up.
Sorry, Catherine.
Yep.
So are you crying again tonight?
Yes.
I don't know what my deal is. I'm not crying yet, but by the time I get out there to talk, I'll cry. Will. I mean, I just get, see, now I'm getting a little emotional.
I had to mention it, didn't I?
Dang, I was on such a roll.
Well, as you mentioned, an incredible group of young women that have done so well to this point. And you just wish everything, all the luck in the world to them. And it's really not luck at this point. It's what they've done and what they've accomplished.
Yep, we do wish them luck, but they work so hard to get to this point, and they will do great no matter what, and they will do great tonight.
Yes.
as we know, they've rehearsed a lot, and they should just be proud of themselves no matter what. And we're so proud of them. Yeah.
Well, Darcy, thank you for your time and everything that you do for the festival.
Well, thank you, and we'll miss you. We'll miss you. We'll miss you.
So now you're going to make him cry.
Yes, yeah. All right. I see you all the time. I know.
All right. Okay. They're waiting for you to start the show. So Darcy's got to go get the headset on, and they don't start the show until Darcy's there. So we will take a break, come back, and have you the pageant coming up. For Julie Agents-Kuntz, I'm Eric Granstrom. Thanks for joining us for the Countdown to Coronation. We'll be back for the intermission to talk about what happened in that first half of the pageant tonight, coming up here on the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Our community is full of people doing incredible work. Join us for the Community Impact Awards, an inspiring evening honoring the people, organizations, and businesses whose leadership and service make our community stronger. It's on Thursday, February 26th at the Pybus Local-Tel Event Center in Wenatchee. There'll be light appetizers and beverages. The award ceremony itself begins at 5:30. Come connect, celebrate, and support the positive impact happening all around us. Reserve your tickets today.
State Apple Blossom Festival's Royalty Selection Pageant, sponsored by Cashmere Valley Bank. Now, let's meet our top 10 candidates with the fabulous feet dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our 2026 Apple Blossom Festival Top 10 candidates.
Hi, I'm candidate Melanie Tovar. Top Mula. Hi, I'm candidate Parker Avery. I'm candidate Abigail Walker. candidate Cameron Reynolds. Hi, I'm candidate Elizabeth Nicholas. Hi, I'm candidate Darcy Mejia Sanchez.
Hi, I'm candidate Brianna Machado. Hi, I'm candidate Brielle Precht.
Hi, I'm candidate Kaylee Pearson.
Let's welcome from our Wenatchee Central Lions Club, your fill-in MC for this evening, Christine Jarr.
Welcome, everyone, to the 107th Washington State Apple Blossom Royalty Selection Pageant. Wasn't that opening number a total blast from the past? Let's hear it for our candidates. Our escorts, and of course, the fabulous feet dancers. So I wasn't supposed to be up here tonight as MC, but Catherine, our fearless MC, got sick tonight. Bear with me, I am almost 7 months pregnant, so if I need to take a breath, I might have to pause for a second. Now, I know you're here to meet the incredible top 10 tonight, and trust me, they are absolutely amazing. But throughout the evening, you'll also catch some fun little nods to pop culture throughout the decades. Think throwback moments, a little nostalgia, and maybe a song or two that takes you right back in time. And since it's Valentine's Day, what better way to celebrate than surrounded by love, community, and a little friendly debate? Are you team Backstreet Boys or team NSYNC? NSYNC. Love. No need to decide tonight. We can do that for another time. Thank you for joining us, and let's get this celebration started. Year after year, we have volunteers who step up and make this festival what it is today. A group that plays a huge part in this is the board of directors, whose names are in tonight's program. Leading our festival is someone whose journey comes full circle. A longtime volunteer, she was also a top 10 candidate in 1973, making this evening especially meaningful for her. Welcome to our 107th Director General, Miss Kathy Campbell. And of course, her husband, Bruce. The Wenatchee Appalarians have been the official hosting organization for the Apple Blossom Festival for over 60 years. The Appalarians provide the Queen's $10,000 scholarship. Please welcome 2026 Chancellor Jackie Seal and her husband, Richard. The Appalarians' biggest fundraiser is coming up, the Daddy-Daughter Dance, on March 7th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Wenatchee Convention Center in the Grand Ballroom. Tickets go fast, so go to appleblossom.org for more information. Our festival is incredibly fortunate to have the support of our generous sponsors, including Cashmere Valley Bank, who has proudly supported the Apple Blossom Festival for more than 25 years. Cashmere Valley Bank is also our pageant sponsor this year, and we are grateful for their continued involvement and support. We enjoy sharing special festival connections, and this evening we'd like to recognize one. Andy King's mother, Margaret Lankit King, was a 1979 Apple Blossom princess. Please join me in welcoming Vice President and Branch Manager Andy King, along with loan officers Katie Waterhouse and Sochi Velasquez from Cashmere Valley Bank. Thank you for your continued support. The cities of Wenatchee and East Wenatchee are wonderful supporters of the Apple Blossom Festival, and we are grateful for their continued partnership. Wenatchee Mayor Mike Pryor and his wife Maureen are proud parents of Abby Pryor, Estep. Who was a top 10 candidate in 2008. Mike, I imagine it's a lot easier sitting here tonight as mayor than going through the top 10 experience as a parent. Please join me in welcoming Wenatchee Mayor Mike Pryor and his wife Maureen, who, let's do it again. And joining them this evening, please welcome East Wenatchee Mayor Pro Tem Ken Arnold and his wife, Councilmember Christine Johnson. Thank you to Sangster Motors for donating a 2026 GMC Acadia Denali for our chaperones to drive our royalty around in style. General Manager Corey Sangster has had plenty of experience with the royalty process. His oldest daughter, Anissa, was a princess in 2015, and his youngest daughter, Addie, was a top 10 candidate just last year. Please welcome Sangster Motors General Manager Corey Sangster. Joining us tonight is our reigning 2025 Junior Apple Blossom Royalty Princesses. Let's welcome Princess Mia Farias and Princess Elizabeth Carter. If you're a fifth grader in the Eastmont or Wenatchee School District, it's not too late for you to turn in your essay. Go online to appleblossom.org for more information. We also have the members of the Apple Blossom Festival past royalty tonight. Will any past royalty please stand to be recognized? And we have our newly crowned 2026 Manson Apple Blossom Royalty tonight, who I had the pleasure of judging the other weekend for their royalty selection pageant. So congratulations, Queen Alessandra Mendoza. And Princesses Kimberly Sanchez Izgaza and Maria Villaseñor. All of our candidates have expressed a desire to continue with their education. Our newly crowned queen tonight will receive a $10,000 scholarship provided by the Wenatchee Appalarians. Each princess will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Jim and Corinne Telford Memoriam Scholarship Fund. Through a generous donation from the Floor Factory, each of the remaining seven candidates will receive a $1,000 scholarship. Please join me in thanking Floor Factory partners, fellow Lion, Patty Sparks, and Robin Sparks Crawford. We can't forget the officials from the school districts tonight that our candidates attend school at. They have spent the entire day observing the judging process. Please welcome Executive Director of Learning and Teaching with the Wenatchee School District, Eric Anderson. And the principal who, when I was at school, Mr. Lance Noel, the Eastmont School District EOP principal. We are also honored tonight to have Eastmont Superintendent Spencer Taylor and Wenatchee's Superintendent Corey Callahar. Thank you for all your support during this royalty process. I think we have all of our thank yous through now. The judging tonight is 40% the total voting process. The remaining 60 is from today's panel and one-on-one interviews. Now, let's meet our judges. From Yakima, Tyler Price. Tyler is a fourth-generation CEO of Price Cold Storage and Packaging Company. From Issaquah, Gisela Valderrama. Gisela is building her business centered on sustainable and circular fashion. From Yakima, Jadine Corporum. Jadine is a sales executive in agricultural practice with March McLennan Insurance Agency. From Newcastle, Mike Egan. Mike is a general manager for U.S. Public Affairs with Microsoft. And from Enumclaw, Washington, Claire Anderson. Claire is the evening meteorologist at Fox 13 News in Seattle. Thank you, judges, for being here tonight. Tonight, our candidates here, our audience here and at home, will be able to vote for the candidate who had the most original speech. This award is based on creativity, originality, and delivery of the candidate's speech pertaining to the topic they were given. In tonight's program, there is a QR code that will take you to the voting platform. Those of you who are at home watching, the QR code will be on your TV or computer screen. So now you all need to think like a judge. Channel your inner American Idol panel, minus the buzzers. The public vote counts for 45% of the total score, and our official judges make up the remaining 55%. Voting for speech will open at intermission. And before we begin, this is a gentle but important reminder to turn off your phones. No ringtones, no text alerts, no surprise TikTok sounds. And I apologize that there's a Gonzaga game happening during this tonight, so maybe let's wait to check that score until intermission. We do want our candidates to have the spotlight uninterrupted. All right, your phone's off. 1 month ago, our candidates drew their pageant order and were given the speech topic, "This I Promise You." We have learned some fun and interesting things about our candidates that will be shared when being introduced. Now it's time to hear from our first candidate.
Our first candidate's favorite beverage is Diet Pepsi, and her favorite midnight snack is a Nutella sandwich. Her favorite food is seafood or a Chipotle bowl. Her go-to karaoke song is Treasure by Bruno Mars. If she could be friends with a fictional character, she would be friends with Shrek. Her perfect day would be to wake up at 6 a.m., go for a run, come home, eat breakfast, and head up to the lake and swim and paddleboard. She then would come home, eat spaghetti, and have brownies for dessert. Please welcome candidate Melanie Tovar.
When I was little, I made a promise to my parents. I looked at them with all the seriousness a child could muster and declared, "I'm going to become a doctor one day." They laughed, thinking it was just a silly childhood dream. And for a long time, I thought it was just that too. A dream too big for someone my age. Growing up, the hospital was a place I avoided. Its white walls, the smell, and beeps and machines all felt intimidating. I never really imagined myself there. That's Into Life forced me to see it differently. When I was 6, my grandma was diagnosed with cancer. I remember the day vividly. I felt helpless. The woman who had always been my safe place and my cheerleader might not be around for much longer. A woman I loved with my whole heart was facing a fight I couldn't fight for her. In that moment, I learned something. Life doesn't stop for fear. It continues. It's our responsibility to make the most of it, and I made every day count. I would go with her to her appointments, be the bridge for her and the doctor to ensure she was getting the care she needed, and checking her vital signs, which to her, that was her greatest joy. Because to her, it meant I was one step closer to my promise. For 9 years, I watched her fight as her cancer slowly engulfed her. I learned the reality of good things coming to an end, even the ones you wish never did. That is when my childhood promise became more than just a dream, but a choice I make every day. Life does not stop for fear. It continues, and we're left to decide how we respond. I choose to turn fear into purpose and hardships into motivation. While my goal of becoming a doctor guides my future, my responsibility to the Wenatchee Valley is something I act out now. I serve my community through empathy and support, by helping others in school, listening to someone in need, or by contributing to initiatives that help strengthen the people around me. These actions show the values of compassion and resilience that define our valley. I am committed to being a source of care and encouragement today. And I am committed to being someone that will continue to uphold and lift the people in place that made this promise all begin. This I promise you.
Our next candidate's favorite beverage is anything carbonated, and her favorite foods are sushi, pulled pork sandwiches, and her dad's salmon. Her favorite midnight snack is Honey Nut Cheerios with vanilla ice cream. Her go-to karaoke song is Piano Man by Billy Joel. If she could be friends with a fictional character, she would choose Merry and Pippin from The Lord of the Rings. Her perfect day is waking up at 7 a.m., going on a hike with her mom, make a Pinterest meal for lunch, then go swing dancing with friends. Please welcome candidate Avery Anantantmulan.
I don't know about you, but fall is hands down my favorite season. Nothing beats the crisp air, comfy sweaters, or colorful leaves. My mom and I even took a trip to New England this last October to truly immerse ourselves in the autumn experience. As we were driving through the White Mountains of New Hampshire, we were surrounded by the most red, orange, and gold trees. We stopped at about 9 different viewpoints along the way, and each outlook was pretty, but it was the last view that taught me my greatest lesson. After what I thought was the end of our adventures, my mom pulled into an empty dirt parking lot. She was expecting me to actually hike up a mountain to see the next view. Mom, you have got to be kidding me. I gave her a look, a very unamused, I really don't want to do this, please don't make me do this kind of look. We had already seen the beautiful landscape on the drive, and I didn't see the need to go on another hike. Now, this was not my finest moment. But after plenty of coercion from my mom, I finally put on my tennis shoes and started walking. Within the first half mile, feeling the crunchy leaves under my feet and breathing in the crisp air made my grumpy attitude soften. Soon, we encountered a wide creek full of large boulders. Naturally, I had to climb them, so I began following alongside the trail via what I called the fun way. When we made it to the top, we were sweaty and out of breath, but the view made it all worth it. We were standing at the top of a waterfall, looking down at a valley full of the most amazing colors. It was breathtaking. My initial assumptions about the hike were completely wrong. It wasn't just another boring, exhausting walk that looked just like everything else. Instead, I felt a deeper connection to the world around me when I got out of the car and experienced nature rather than just viewing it through the window. How often in our lives are we faced with something we don't want to do, only to get started and realize it's totally worth the effort? Don't be afraid to take that first step, even if it's a reluctant one, because the only way to see where life can take you is to start moving your feet. When we made it back to the parking lot, I got in the car with flushed cheeks and the biggest smile of my life. If I had not gone on that hike, I would have been content with the leaves I had seen from the car. But because I immersed myself in the sights, sounds, and feelings of nature, I gained a greater appreciation for my ability to connect to the world around me. Just like how I initially wanted to stay in the car, we oftentimes just want to coast through life, smiling at all the pretty things that happen to cross our way without really doing anything to change for the better. But taking that first step outside the car gives us the power to go and experience all the beauty life has to offer. I want to find out how extraordinary my life can truly be, and that's not going to happen if I stay in my seat looking through the window. So, don't be afraid to do the hard things that take life from just being pretty to being truly breathtaking. Step outside of your metaphorical car and go on that hard hike, because this, I promise you, life is more beautiful than you could ever imagine if you go out and live it.
Our third candidate's favorite midnight snack is the Tonight Dough Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Her unique talent is that she can cast her fishing rod backwards with her eyes closed. Her go-to karaoke song is any song from the Frozen soundtrack. If she could be friends with a fictional character, it would be Astrid from the How to Train Your Dragon show. Her perfect day is to wake up at 4 a.m. to go fishing, be home by 1 p.m. to have lunch, and end with family game night. Please welcome candidate Parker Avery.
I am the girl who doesn't ask for help. I am the girl who overthinks every big decision I face. I am the girl who self-doubts no matter what I've achieved. And I am the girl who lets anxiety control the night. My house making noises? It must be somebody trying to break in. My dog must be barking at somebody trying to break in. I have to stay up in case it's more than just a noise. These are my weaknesses that I work hard at every day to overcome. But I am the woman who advocates not only for myself, but others as well. I am the woman who stays curious with intent to learn more every day. I am the woman who pushes through and works harder than ever just to follow my passions. And I am the woman who is confident enough to say that I put my all into whatever I'm involved in. Oh, I'm going to church on Sunday mornings now? Well, let me just join the youth group, leadership team, and invest all of my time into becoming a disciple. These are my strengths that I intentionally implement into my everyday life. I'm aware enough to know that my weaknesses can seep into my strengths at times, but I am strong enough to not let it affect my actions. My mentor, Mr. Dotzauer, an avid teacher at the Wenatchee High School, has always said, show, don't tell. So let me show you that I am the person who volunteers and serves my community in various ways. I am the person who invites the person sitting alone at a coffee shop to come sit with me while I learn all about who they are. I am the person who buys the homeless man Dave some food and offers to pray for him. And I am the person who takes the hands of the little boy on my rec soccer team and tells him not to worry about how much better his twin brother is than him. That it's not about winning or who's better than who, that it's about persistence, growth, and coming together as a team, embracing both strengths and weaknesses to come up with something great. This is the person I am, and this I promise you.
Our next candidate's favorite treat is salted caramel dark chocolate, and her favorite midnight snack is cheesy bulldog ramen. If she could live in any movie, she would choose Miss Congeniality. Her favorite karaoke song is Diamond by Rihanna. Her perfect day includes eating ice cream on a beach in Jamaica. Please welcome candidate Abigail Walker.
Wenatchee, let me ask you this. What does a promise mean to you? When I was little, I made my first big promise. What was that promise, you may ask? And yes, you may laugh. It was to marry the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. But to me, a promise is more than words spoken out loud. It's a commitment shaped by growth, experience, and the people who help us become who we are meant to be. This speech is not just something I have prepared. Rather, it is the commitment born through my journey through Apple Blossom. When I first decided to join the Apple Blossom, to be honest, I didn't know what I was stepping into. I wasn't the most talkative or the most cheerful of the group. I believed it was something exciting, elegant, and new. Walking across the stage, answering questions, and doing my best in front of the judges. But as this journey unfolded, Apple Blossom became something far deeper, something that has permanently changed my life. Very quickly, I realized this experience would challenge me in ways I never expected. It asked me to speak with confidence, to carry myself in intention, and to trust my voice even when I felt unsure. There were moments when I questioned myself, moments when I wondered if I truly belonged here. But each rehearsal and stepping onto the stage reminded me that growth doesn't just happen when we choose to stay comfortable. It happens when we choose to show up anyway. One of the most unexpected but most exciting thing and memorable thing I have witnessed was the bond I built with 9 incredible young women. What began as a competition quickly became sisterlyhood. We supported one another, encouraged each other through nerves, and celebrated each other's achievements. In those moments, I learned that success is not diminished when it's shared, it's strengthened. Being surrounded by strong, driven young women reminded me that confidence can exist alongside kindness. It is not about standing above others, rather it is standing beside them. Once, we had the opportunity to visit an apple packing factory together. I tasted, witnessed, and learned about the different apples. I saw how many love and care went into one single apple, and it made me realize something that day. Apples don't just blossom on their own. It is the care of this community that allows them to thrive. So Wenatchee, when I say I promise, it is not a promise of perfection or a title. Rather, it is a commitment, confidence, and growth this experience has given me. This is my promise to you. Thank you.
Our 5th candidate's favorite treat is mint chocolate chip ice cream. Her favorite food is sushi and fried rice. If she could live in any movie, she would choose The Notebook. Her go-to karaoke song is Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. And if she could trade places with a fictional character, it would be Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. Her perfect day would be flying somewhere she has never been, going to a beach, and then eating sushi at a fancy restaurant. Please welcome candidate Cameron Reynolds.
When I was little, I remember sitting next to my mother, crisscross applesauce, watching as she got ready for the day and applying her makeup in the mirror. Knowing me, I was probably talking her ear off, asking a million questions, telling her about how I sneezed 2 minutes ago, or mentioning a crack I was sure to not step on. To little innocent me, the woman in the mirror was the most beautiful. She still is, by the way. And I promised myself that I would one day be as elegant, poised, kind, and pretty, just like her. I'm a little older now, and I'm sitting on the couch watching my dad as he stares at the TV, hypnotized by the football spiral as a quarterback releases another pass. Navy blue and action green flash across the screen, and on that couch, watching my dad is where I learned to love football and my unwavering loyalty for the Seahawks. Or should I say, Super Bowl 60 champions. I watch every game, I perfect my dad pose, and I yell at the TV, even if the refs can't hear me. This me is a true 12 fan, and I promised myself that I would never waver from my passion, loyalty, and strong voice, no matter the interferences, fourth downs, or yellow flags that stand in my way. Here come the teenage years. I was growing, and so were the pimples on my forehead. The overwhelming pressure spilled out of my makeup bag and developed into foundations and concealers that I used to cover my bumps and blemishes. To me, every imperfection was something to dwell on, like a broken branch on a tree. But to my grandma, that tree was beautiful, rotten bark and all. She was the kind of woman to find beauty in the broken and imperfect, dye her hair bright purple because she loves the color and has no shame, and live every day to the absolute fullest. That woman was my role model, and I promised myself that I would love me no matter the flaws, be confident in my own skin, and live every day like she does. Now I'm in high school and confident too. I tried out for the Eastmont cheer team, and suddenly every day was full of practices, building relationships with the most unexpected people, and even some broken bones. But despite the cast that was on my hand after I broke my thumb at a competition, or the constant pain from stunting and performing through it, I was proud to represent my school, and I wore red and blue better than anybody. Eastmont is where I found my loud voice, cheerleader personality, and determination to push through my broken bones and pain. I promised myself that I would always represent red and blue with pride, make my school and community proud, and never let go of my cheerleader energy. All of these lessons, people, and promises have made me who I am today. I have my mom's kindness and poise, my dad's passion and love for football, my grandma's confidence and ability to find good, and I never let go of my cheerleader personality. I promise you, and you, and you, and you, and all of you, I promise my mom, my dad, my grandma, my community, and myself that I will never have shame in who I am, because I am unapologetically Cameron Ray Reynolds, and I am here to stay. This I promise you.
Our next candidate's favorite midnight snack is Baby Bell cheese, and her favorite food is pasta. Her go-to karaoke song is Stuck Like Glue by Sugarland. If she could be friends with a fictional character, she would be friends with Hermione Granger. And her unique talent is making lifelike fondant flowers. Her perfect day would be to sleep in, bake treats with her friends, go boating with the family, then read all night. Please welcome candidate Elizabeth Nicholas.
Everyone is happy, everyone is smiling, everyone is succeeding, right? Wrong. Everyone is failing. Now, before you call me a pessimist, just hold on a minute. Look back on your life and reflect on where you failed and how you've moved forward. Did you grow through comfort, or did you grow through adversity? In today's society, it seems that everyone is afraid of failure. People have decided that if it doesn't happen easily or on the first try, then they should give up. But nothing in life happens without failure. I promise you, a simple look back at history proves that. Alexander Fleming, an acclaimed scientist, accidentally allowed mold to grow on one of his experiments. He turned that failure into the life-saving medicine we now know as penicillin. Frederick and Irene Joliot-Curie were famous chemists. They misinterpreted their own data twice, leading to them missing monumental discoveries in physics. They turned that failure into a Nobel Prize for the discovery of artificial radioactivity. Now, I'm a bit of an American history nerd, so I ask that you please hold on for this next example, because my favorite is George Washington. The founding father and our state's namesake failed abysmally before becoming the hero in all of our history books. The year was 1754. 22-year-old Lieutenant Colonel George Washington established his first ever fort. Fort Necessity. He built it in a valley, which during a battle not only flooded, but also provided the French troops with the perfect opportunity to fire bullets straight down on the young colonel and his troops. He took what he learned from starting the French and Indian War to lead the revolution many years later. From life-saving discoveries to leading a ragtag volunteer army to victory against the world superpower, these people took their failures and built their success. Now, I understand that not all of us are world-renowned scientists or generals in the 1700s, so those examples might feel a little obsolete. But think about it. You failed a math test, now you know what to study for the final. You bombed the interview and didn't get the job, now you know what to practice for the next one. Failure is the key to success. If you never fail, you will never know what you are doing wrong. And sadly, your fort will always be built in a valley. So this I promise you, failure is inevitable, but if you learn from it, then when your revolution comes, you will be ready to lead.
Our next candidate's favorite beverage is Dr. Pepper. Her favorite food is sushi and Hawaiian rolls, and her favorite treat is Krispy Kreme donuts. If she could be friends with a fictional character, she would choose Olaf from the movie Frozen. Her go-to karaoke song is Call Me Baby by Carly Rae Jepsen. Her perfect day would start with an early hike up Saddle Rock to watch the sunrise, followed by breakfast with family, and then finding something new to learn about. Please welcome candidate Darcy Mejia Sanchez.
When I was little, I said, I want to be just like you when I grow up. We've all said this about someone who deeply inspired us. Maybe it was a friend, a neighbor, a classmate, or a parent. But for me, it was my kindergarten teacher, Miss Limon. On the first day of school, I walked into her classroom where everything felt new and unfamiliar, holding on to my green Tinkerbell backpack like if it was my safety net. But I quickly learned that Miss Limon had a way of making me feel comfortable, seen, and supported. Her eyes met mine, and she greeted me with a warm smile and a calm voice, saying, I'm glad you're here today. In that moment, her kindness, patience, and love showed me how powerful simple acts can be. And without realizing it, she became my first role model. That moment stayed with me because it taught me that shaping a future doesn't always come from grand actions. It happens through small moments of kindness, encouragement, and simply showing up for someone when they need it the most. That is what inspired my dream of becoming a first grade teacher, because I want to help shape not only a child's education, but their confidence and sense of belonging. As I've grown, I've learned that people change, dreams evolve, we grow into new versions of ourselves, and that role models don't just come in one form. They are found in people who show up consistently and who impact our lives in ways they may never fully realize. Role models can be someone like Miss Limon, someone who offers kindness when no one is looking, who believes in you before you even believed in yourself, or who put others first even when they had a lot on their plate. I've seen this in my parents who run our family business together. They are able to do so much while still making time for everyone around them. They have shown me the true meaning of dedication, compassion, and caring for others without expecting anything in return. Each person who has encouraged me, believed in me, or set an example has shaped who I am today. With effort and perseverance, we can achieve our goals and inspire others along the way. This, I promise you, that no matter where life takes me, I will carry with me the pride, lessons, and values of the Wenatchee Valley. When I was little, I looked up to Miss Limon and said, I want to be just like you when I grow up. Simple acts of kindness can leave a long-lasting impact, just like my teacher's gestures that made me feel valued, loved, and confident. And my parents' determination and compassion has shaped who I am today. Now I know someone will look up to me and say, I want to be just like Miss Mejia when I grow up. This, I promise you, to be a role model who leads by example, to use my actions to inspire and to encourage, because the people who inspire us help shape who we become. And I am ready to inspire the next generation.
Our eighth candidate's favorite beverage is iced passion tea. And her favorite food is home-cooked meals, especially chicken dishes. And her favorite treat is homemade chocolate chip cookies. If she could be friends with a fictional character, she would choose Remy from Ratatouille. Her perfect day would start with an early workout, then a walk around town, cooking food and hanging out with family. Please welcome candidate Brianna Machado.
My alarm went off, and for a moment, I didn't move. The room was silent, the day felt heavy, and staying exactly where I was felt easier than getting up. I remember thinking, just 5 more minutes. But lying there, I realized something most of us learn the same way. Life doesn't wait until we feel ready. And in that small, ordinary moment, before anyone was awake and before anyone was watching, I made a choice. I got up. Not because I felt motivated, not because I felt confident, but because I knew that who we become is shaped in the moments like this. That morning, I made a promise. This, I promise you. I will keep going. I promised myself that discipline would carry me on days motivation fades, that perseverance would matter more than comfort, and that compassion, especially towards myself, would remind me why I started in the first place. That promise didn't just change how I live. It changed how I show up for others. Not louder, not perfect, but consistent. Consistency is what makes people open up, when they know you'll still be there tomorrow. It looks like getting up on mornings where I feel behind, overwhelmed, or unsure of myself. Showing up anyway, doing the work with care, even when motivation is gone and no one is watching. Because when you learn how to keep going for yourself, you become someone others can count on. Someone who stays, someone who listens, someone people trust with the parts they don't say out loud. What I've learned is that strength doesn't always look loud or impressive. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's steady, and sometimes it looks like choosing effort over excuses. As I look towards who I am becoming, I know there will always be moments like that first one. Moments when quitting feels easier than continuing. And when they come, this is the promise I choose to keep. This I promise you. To move through life with discipline, perseverance, and compassion. Not just for myself, but for the people and community around me. Because when we choose not to give up, we give others permission to keep going too. And that is the kind of impact I hope to leave behind. One choice, one day, one promise at a time.
Our next candidate's favorite treat is brownies and lemon bars, and her favorite midnight snack is ice cream. Her favorite food is sushi, Philly cheesesteaks, and butter chicken. If she could be friends with a fictional character, she would choose Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. Her go-to karaoke song is Last Friday Night by Katy Perry. Her perfect day would be a morning surf at Lakeside Surf, coffee at Zara's, grab some sushi and shop around, and then attend the weekend concert. Please welcome candidate Brielle Precht.
When I was 9 years old, my world changed forever. One moment, I was a carefree, happy kid, and the next, I was in an ambulance on my way to Seattle Children's Hospital, where I heard the words, "You have type 1 diabetes." Overnight, my life became filled with shots, finger sticks, and glucose tablets. But the worst part wasn't the needles, it was the feeling of being different. That experience taught me what it felt like to feel unseen, and it shaped my promise to live and lead with empathy and compassion. I felt embarrassed, isolated, and alone, as if no one around me could truly understand what I was going through, until one day, a close friend of mine asked how my insulin pump worked and how I was really doing with my diagnosis. That simple moment of care and genuine interest made me feel seen. It taught me how deeply it hurts to feel invisible and how powerful it is when someone chooses to see you with empathy and compassion. Over time, I became less afraid of being different. Maybe it was maturity, watching others thrive in the same diagnosis, or simply learning to accept myself. As I grew more confident, I became more aware of others around me. I realized how many were quietly dealing with struggles of their own. Classmates who smiled through hard days, friends who needed someone to listen, and people who just wanted to feel understood. My pain taught me to recognize pain in others. When I saw others hurting, it hurt me too. Not because I wanted to fix them, but because I could understand what it felt like to be in their place. Well, type 1 diabetes has taught me responsibility, courage, and resilience. The greatest strength it's given me is empathy and the compassion to act on it. Empathy and compassion are not about having the right words. They're about choosing to notice, choosing to listen, and choosing to care. When I lead with empathy and compassion, I become a better friend and a better leader. Leadership doesn't begin with being heard. It begins with listening. It begins with noticing who feels left out, who is quietly struggling, and who needs someone to show up for them. This I promise you. I will live and lead with empathy and compassion. I will choose to see others, to listen, and to care. Because empathy and compassion are what turn isolation into belonging. And that is what builds real connections, strong communities, and meaningful relationships.
Our final candidate's favorite treat is chocolate cake. Her favorite food is yellow curry and rice, and her favorite beverage is an Italian soda. Her go-to karaoke song is Honey Honey by ABBA. And if she could be friends with a fictional character, she would choose Samwise Gamgee from The Lord of the Rings. Her perfect day would be to go for a hike at Lake Chelan with her dog, go out to dinner with friends, and then attend a play or musical. Please welcome candidate Kaylee Pearsons.
I can still picture it clearly. A small, frail hand reaches up and grabs my own. A woman, too old for speech, looks at me right in the eye, saying everything her mouth can't. A smile spreads across her face, matching mine. The moment was beautiful, important, and bright. It lasted for less than 10 seconds, but I treasured that short memory, and I wanted more. So I promised myself that I would start noticing and keeping record of these little moments in my life. A sweet conversation with a stranger, ooh, I'll have to write that down. A joke with a friend, a kind word from a teacher, I want to remember that. I started keeping a diary to map all of these memories, and as I wrote more and more, I saw these little moments start to shape my life. And I can promise you this, if you start looking for the small things, you'll be amazed by their big effect on your life. For myself, I've started wanting to experience my everyday life fully invested in what could happen. I remember one of my first days assisting in a class learning English as a second language. I was supposed to be practicing vocab with a group of students, but was finding it difficult and awkward with the language barrier. Everything I said was met with blank stares and the occasional unsure answer. All of us were ready for the period to end until I decided to make the moment count. On a whim, I started playing hangman with the vocabulary and watched as all of us relaxed and opened up to each other. We laughed when I messed up my Spanish for the 100th time, and we smiled when we finally figured out each other's names. They learned some new English, I learned some more Spanish, and we made a real connection. A small experience that has stuck with me and encouraged me to keep learning and connecting. I like to think about one of my earliest entries in my memory counting diary, prom 2 years ago. My brother was getting ready for his first dance, something he had never been interested in before. He tried on his tux and was trying to play it cool and keep the smile off his face, but it kept coming back, and his infectious joy spread to me. Now, secretly, I've always wished for a sister instead. But seeing my brother's face light up was worth the world. In that moment, I realized how grateful I was to have him in my life, as someone to rely on and someone to smile with. I've passed over moments like these 1,000 times in my life, throwing a smile, being happy, and then forgetting them as soon as they came, as I'm sure you have too. But here is a chance to remember them, to be influenced by them, and to hold on to your gratitude. These moments are monuments, testaments to who you are and the path you're on. And so again, this I promise you. If you start looking for the small things, for the things you are grateful for, the things you instinctively pass over, you won't be disappointed by their big impact on your life. The woman who reached up to me has passed on now, but her memory lives on with me, and I refuse to let her lesson drift away. After all, when I close my eyes, I can still picture that short moment clearly. Her shaking hand grabbing mine, her face lighting up, and I still smile.
Our candidates are seniors in high school, standing right at the edge of their next big adventure. And parents, there are probably moments when you wish you could hit pause, rewind, or maybe just keep them exactly like this a little bit longer. Let's take a look at our top 10 candidates in all their eras.
But I couldn't follow where you go. I'm just something you already know, and I can't keep losing you. There isn't much more I could do. I tried to hold on, thought I could make it better, but you pull away during stormy weather, and I can't keep losing you. We played out every scene, the one where you tried to leave is stuck on repeat, and it's getting old. Now there's rust where once was gold, and I can't keep losing you. There isn't much more I could do. I tried to hold on, thought I could make it better. You pull away during stormy weather, and I can't keep losing you. Show me the lights go down. Tell me the band's played out. Take all the love I found. It's all for nothing now. But I won't keep losing you.
As you can see, our 10 candidates are truly an incredible group of young women, and it has been an absolute pleasure working with them over the past month. Their kindness, dedication, and grace have made this entire experience unforgettable. And to the parents, on a night all about love, we want to recognize yours. Your encouragement, patience, and unwavering support have shaped these bright, compassionate young ladies into the remarkable individuals that we see on stage tonight. We are so grateful that you've shared them with us during this experience. Could we please have the parents of our top 10 candidates stand and be recognized? Next, our candidates will answer their impromptu questions. These questions require an unrehearsed response, showing each candidate's ability to think on her feet, another aspect of this judging process. During this part of the program, the candidates will be wearing a formal gown that they personally selected. I will be asking each of the candidates the same questions. 2 of these questions have been chosen by our 5 judges. The remaining candidates that are not on stage will be kept in a soundproof room waiting for their turn. Now, let's hear from our first candidate.
Please welcome our first candidate, Melanie Tovar. Melanie is the daughter of Luis and Noemi Tovar and has 1 sister and 1 brother. In her spare time, Melanie enjoys trying new restaurants, working out, going on Chipotle runs with her friends, reading, and cooking with her mother. After graduation, Melanie plans to attend the University of Washington to get her doctoral degree in health sciences. Candidate, Melanie Tovar.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Christine.
Okay, question number 1. If you could be any part of an apple, which part would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I'd definitely be the skin. It's the first thing people see. I'm a big person of never judge a book by its cover. I might look red in the outside, but I'm white in the inside.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
I think just running to the bus. I don't wake up on time. So if I could remember one thing is definitely trying to go down my hill running as fast as I can to catch my bus and looking back at my sister telling her, I miss my mommy, take me back.
Here is your question. Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
As we all know, we're surrounded by a lot of orchards. I myself have orchards, my parents have orchards, so I'm always surrounded by the agriculture industry, and it plays a big role here in Wenatchee. I've known that since there's no snow this year, a lot of the people in the agriculture have to step up and try to find ways to bring water, and just knowing that our fruit gets picked by hand and all the process that goes behind the scenes, it's honestly so beautiful. I always find myself going out in the orchards, picking an apple, and I sometimes just rub off the spray that's on it and just take a bite. But people should know that they should honestly wash it because there's chemicals out there.
Thank you, Melanie. Miss Melanie Tovar.
Let's welcome our next candidate, Avery Anantantmula. Avery is the daughter of Brian and Melinda Anantantmula and has 2 sisters and 1 brother. In her spare time, Avery enjoys baking, reading, practicing the piano, and playing games with her family. After graduation, Avery plans to attend Brigham Young University. Candidate, Avery Anantantmula.
Avery.
Hi, Christine.
Okay, if you could be any part of an apple, which would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
Definitely the skin. The skin is the first thing you see, and it's kind of what you judge an apple by, which can be harsh sometimes, but it's also the toughest part of the apple, and it's the part that protects the apple.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
I'd have to say fishing on the Columbia. My dad has always loved fishing, and so naturally I grew up on a boat, basically, on the weekends in the summer, fishing Lake Chelan, Wenatchee River, Columbia River, all around, and just this love for the catch.
Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
I feel like there's so little that my generation cares about or takes the time to care about, and food seems to be one of them. I just found McDonald's trash in the back of my truck bed, and I was like, guys. But agriculture is so important to our community, and when we support our community and we really make sure that our food is grown properly and our food is given the best nutrients and is the best quality, then we know we are putting the best quality food into our bodies, and we are taking care of ourselves, we are helping the economy, and we are really helping our valley, because agriculture is really what our valley thrives off of.
Thank you, Avery. Miss Avery Anantapmula.
Please welcome candidate Parker Avery. Parker is the daughter of Jamie Hamilton and Ryan Hevley and has one brother. In her spare time, Parker enjoys fishing, snowboarding, cliff jumping, camping, and playing games with her friends and family. After graduation, Parker plans to attend Montana State University to study fish and ecology conservation. Candidate Parker Avery.
Good evening, Parker.
Hello.
If you could be any part of an apple, which would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I think that I would be the skin of the apple because it's my personal favorite, and I think that it's taken for granted. A lot of people peel it off, a lot of little kids peel it off, but it's really nutritious, and so I think it's the best part, and I would love to be the skin of the apple.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
Definitely fishing in the Rock Island ponds with my grandma. She would always take me for a little drive. We would get a snack, and we would just catch fish all day and then come back home and have dinner.
Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
I think that people our age should care about agriculture and where our food comes from because it's very important to stay healthy, and it's very important to think about the place we live and our environment. And agriculture has a huge impact on our environment, whether it's destroying land or taking up space, raising prices. And I think it's really important for us to think and eat locally and support local businesses in Wenatchee, and also eat healthier.
Thank you, Parker. Miss Parker Avery.
Please welcome candidate Abigail Walker. Abigail is the daughter of Afreen Hill Walker and Gregory and Toshna Walker and has one brother. In her spare time, Abigail enjoys playing basketball, baking, traveling, and helping the attendance ladies at her school. After graduation, Abigail plans to serve her country as a Marine. Candidate Abigail Walker.
All right. If you could be any part of an apple, which would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
Honestly, it would be the skin because it's the crunchiest part.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
As I said before, I haven't really spent a lot of years in Wenatchee, but one of the earliest memories was when my father broke his leg, and we got the opportunity to bring back strength to his leg by riding our bikes around the valley, and that is one memory that I hold so dear to me because it's about family and spending time with each other.
Okay. Okay. Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
Thank you for that question. People should care about agriculture and where their food comes from because the earth is the only thing that we have. It's the only planet we live on, so we should take care of it. We should make sure that our food is fresh so we can live healthy, long lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. Miss Abigail Walker.
Please welcome candidate Cameron Reynolds. Cameron is the daughter of Justin and Jennifer Reynolds and has one brother. In her spare time, Cameron enjoys walking her 2 black labs, doing her own and others' nails, and listening to and making music. Cameron's after graduation plans are unsure, but she has been accepted to Central Washington University, and her life goal is to own her own business. Candidate Cameron Reynolds.
Good evening. If you could be any part of an apple, which part would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I would be the skin. I feel like the skin has the most color. It's the brightest, it's the prettiest part of the apple. And I think that the prettiest apple is when it has a little bit of green, a little bit of red, and a little bit of yellow all combined. And I think that represents me perfectly. I have a little bit of green, a little bit of red, and a little bit of yellow. I think that I'm multifaceted. I have so many different qualities and skills, and I couldn't describe myself with one thing, so I would say the skin.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
My favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley was being able to be a part of the Eastmont cheer team. I think it was so impactful in my life, and I got to break out of my shell and meet new people and really get a chance to represent my school, and it was the best experience of my life. And I was even a part of the Apple Blossom Grand Parade, and I really got to just take a step out and, see my community from a different point of view that I hadn't before.
Okay. Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
It is very important for our health and safety that we know that our food is safe for us to eat, that we know where it comes from, the source, who handled it, the thousands of hands that it took to get, for example, one apple to your table. You just need to know that that apple has been in good care, and nobody's trying to poison you or, do any harm. I think it's best that we always know where all of our food comes from so that we aren't putting ourselves at risk or in a dangerous situation. And also I've learned in the past that a lot of food can have particles of plastic in it, which is weird because food is food, not plastic. But that is why it is always good to know where your food comes from, because then you know you're not eating plastic.
Thank you, Cameron. Miss Cameron Reynolds.
Let's welcome our next candidate, Elizabeth Nicholas. Elizabeth is the daughter of Jake and Whitney Smith and Jonathan and Amanda Nicholas. She has 4 sisters and 1 brother. In her spare time, Elizabeth enjoys crocheting, boating, reading, and hanging out with family and friends. After graduation, Elizabeth plans to attend Western Oregon University and study ASL interpreting. Candidate Elizabeth Nicholas.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Good evening.
Okay, if you could be any part of an apple, which part would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I would be the skin simply because it's very bright and it's very fun, and then it has that little crunch and that little pop, and I just think that's really great.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
My favorite early memory has very much to do with apple blossom. I remember being in preschool, and one day my teachers told me that the apple blossom royalty was coming that day. And I watched these girls walk in these giant tiaras and these beautiful smiles. And I was like, that is amazing. I want that tiara. And it's just been what's carried me through this entire process.
Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
I think that everybody should care about agriculture and where your food comes from. Because if you don't have food, you don't have anything. If you don't have food, you don't have the energy to go to work and to go to school. So without that nutritious food to get you through life, you're A, gonna die, and B, be very, very sad. And so I think it is very important for everyone to care about the food that we eat and especially where it comes from.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth Nicholas.
Please welcome candidate Darcy Mejia Sanchez. Darcy is the daughter of Roy and Laura Mejia and has 3 sisters and 1 brother. In her spare time, Darcy enjoys traveling, spending time with friends and family, playing volleyball, and baking sweet treats. After graduation, Darcy plans to attend Eastern Washington University and obtain a degree in early childhood education. Candidate Darcy Mejia Sanchez.
Hi, Darcy.
Hello.
If you could be any part of an apple, which part would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I would choose the skin just because that's what creates the color of the apple and what you know it as. Like the Granny Smith is known as the green apple, the pink lady is a pink apple, and so just, yeah.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
I would say biking in the loop trail with my parents. We bought bicycles, and early mornings we would go around the whole loop trail. Even though we would take a lot of breaks, eventually we were able to complete the whole loop trail.
Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
People my age should care about agriculture and where our food comes because the food is what energizes us and it has a deep, meaningful backstory. Like the apples don't magically appear in the store. They have a deep, meaningful story. The people who pick the apples, the people who pack the apples, they are people who have such meaningful stories that you may never know, but it's realized on the food.
Thank you, Darcy. Miss Darcy Mejia Sanchez.
Let's welcome our next candidate, Brianna Machado. Brianna is the daughter of Pablo and Patricia Machado. She has 3 brothers. In her spare time, Brianna enjoys going to the gym, cooking, baking, reading, grocery shopping, and listening to music. After graduation, Brianna plans to study biology and pursue a career in orthodontics. Candidate Brianna Machado.
Hi, Brianna.
Hello.
If you could be any part of an apple, which part would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I would say the skin. It's kind of like that outer protective layer, but once you get through it, it's like that sweet part, and you get the best part of the apple. So I would say the skin.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
I would say just going out and camping out during the parade. It gets really crowded, and a lot of people like to set up their chairs like a week prior. So I would say my favorite memory is just running across the sidewalks and trying to find a good spot with my family to watch the parade.
There you go. Thank you. Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
Agricultural anything is a big part of this valley, and the food that you eat, it makes up who you are. So I think young people should care about what they're putting in their bodies and the impact of agriculture just on their life, I would say. It is a big part, like I said, of the food that you're eating and just the big market that you're kind of contributing to in a way. And I would say that young people should care because at the end of the day, it's going towards your better health.
Thank you, Brianna. Miss Brianna Machado.
Please welcome candidate Brielle Precht. Brielle is the daughter of Kevin and Julianne Precht and has 2 brothers. In her spare time, Brielle enjoys organizing food and toy drives, building websites for local businesses, hiking, running, volunteering as a camp counselor, surf coaching, and running her own nail business. After graduation, Brielle plans to become an ER nurse and start an app for children with type 1 diabetes. Candidate Brielle Precht.
Hi, Brielle.
Hi, Christine.
If you could be any part of an apple, which would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I would be the core because I think it is the most powerful, and it's the most powerful, and it's responsible for growing and creating the biggest part of the apple.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
My favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley is going to Inspirations to paint pottery with my mom. I'm a really creative person, so being able to do that with her was the most special thing.
Here's your question. Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
I think food and where our food comes from is one of the most important things that you can care about. What we put in our body is super important. It matters for your confidence, your health, your skin, and everything in between. So knowing where things come from, how it's grown, and what's the politics behind it, everything behind it, really impacts how you feel. If I have something that's organic, I'm probably going to feel better than something that has pesticides. So knowing where my food comes from, where it's sourced, and the heritage behind it is super important. And it also helps you learn about where your food comes from and how it's grown, which is super important for education.
Thank you, Brielle. Miss Brielle Pratt.
Let's welcome our final candidate, Kaylee Pearsons. Kaylee is the daughter of Kent and Debbie Pearsons and has 2 brothers. In her spare time, Kaylee enjoys hiking, spending time with family and friends, reading, junk journaling, and training her dog, Ellie. After graduation, Kaylee plans to pursue neuroscience at Gonzaga University. Candidate, Kaylee Pearsons.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, Christine.
If you could be any part of an apple, which would you be? The stem, the core, or the skin, and why?
I would love to be the core of the apple. That must be a new answer for tonight. I think that it might not be the sweetest part of the apple, but it has the seeds in it for the next apple. And it's what allows the next apple and the next generation to grow. And so, in my personal life, I would love to invest in the future and invest in our kids and next generation.
What is your favorite early memory in the Wenatchee Valley?
I think my favorite earliest memory in the Wenatchee Valley is just spending time with my brothers. They've been a big influence on me, and I love spending time with them and hanging out with them.
Why should people your age care about agriculture and where their food comes from?
I think agriculture is a huge part of all of our lives, even if we don't realize it. We need food for sustenance and to sustain ourselves. And if we don't care about where our food and where our agriculture comes from, then we're not fueling ourselves and we're not getting good nutrition. And we're also not looking out for the workers who are in charge of the agriculture. And we want to make sure that they're well taken care of as well, because what they do, growing our food, maintaining our food, making sure that it's well made, it's fueling our entire lives.
Thank you, Kaylee. Miss Kaylee Pearsons. Didn't these girls just do amazing? All right. Tonight is all about love. And this next performance brings a little nostalgia and a timeless song that has captured the hearts of generations. So sit back, take it in, and don't be surprised if it feels too good to be true. Welcome back to our 2026 Top 10 candidates, along with the talented women of Music Theater of Wenatchee.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you makes me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Tovar, Avery Anantabula, Parker Avery, Abigail Walker, Cameron Reynolds, Elizabeth Nicholas, Darcy Mejia Sanchez, Brianna Machado, Brielle Preck, Kaylee Pearson.
Trust in me when I say, oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, the 2026 Apple Blossom Festival Top 10 candidates. The judging is over. Wonderful job, ladies.
Let me love you, baby. Let me love you.
Judges, we want to thank you once again for being here and supporting our royalty program. Now, along with the officials from the school district and accountant Steve Neer, you may now exit. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, intermission. Get ready to turn on your phones and vote for the most original speech. After intermission, we'll see a sneak peek from Music Theater of Wenatchee, a royal farewell, and the real moment you've been waiting for, the crowning of the 2026 Apple Blossom Festival royalty. We'll see you soon.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride in zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
And welcome back to our live coverage of the Kashmir Valley Bank sponsored pageant here tonight at the New America Performing Arts Center along with Julie Aegis-Scoots. Eric Granster with you on the NCWLIFE channel. First of all, what a great performance by everybody involved.
It was wonderful. They all got through their speeches. Yeah. They did a great job. And I'm telling you right now, they are so relaxed and so excited backstage because they know they've done it. And
judges have their work cut out for you. Now, what you're going to help right now with is to vote on the most original speech. So we're going to try to put that QR code on the screen for you, and I'll give you just a little brief reminder of each of the candidate speeches. Melanie Tovar talked about going to be a doctor in her future life because she helped translate for her grandma when she was sick. Avery Anatatmula is her speech was talking about fall and the fall flavor and the colors and having to go for a hike that she really didn't want to do. Parker Avery, it was a cool theme for her. I'm the girl, I'm the woman, and I'm the person. That's kind of her theme. Abigail Walker talked about making a promise and what does that mean to you and what that means to her and how she's grown in making that promise here today. Cameron Reynolds talked about sitting, watching a mom putting makeup on and then watching her mother put makeup on and then going through her life and then being that person in the mirror. Elizabeth Nicholas talked about everyone is failing, which was an interesting start to the speech. Science failures. Failures by Washington, our president of, the founder of the country, and then learning from those failures. That was Elizabeth Nicholas. Darcy Mejia Sanchez talked about Miss Limon and being a role model for her and then becoming a role model herself and having that promise. Brianna Machado talked about the alarm going off and deciding whether to get up or not, something that we all face in our lives. And Brielle Precht talked about when she was 9 years old and being told that she's got type 1 diabetes and overcoming that. And then Kaylee Pearson's, the final of our 10, talked about a woman grabbing her hand and what that meant to her and taking in those very small moments in your life and making them part of a memory of every day. So there you go.
That was a good recap,
thank
Eric.
you.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Good job taking notes.
I pay attention.
Yes, you did.
There you go. That is your challenge to go to the Apple Blossom website, basically, the app, and to vote for the most original speech will be determined by you here as we get through the rest of intermission and get to the finish of the judging and to our top three.
Our results, yes.
To find out who will represent the Wenatchee Valley and Apple Blossom Festival for 2026. We'll take a break and come back. We have some junior royalty to join us coming up next here as we continue on the NCWLIFE channel.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Welcome back once again to our coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank here on the NCWLIFE channel. We're joined by Junior Royalty right now, and that's a big deal, by the way. We have princesses from this past year, from 2025. We have Elizabeth Carter, and we have Mia Farias. Did I get that right, ladies?
Yay. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Good job.
So no queen here, but you had a message from the queen?
I do have a message. Queen Rosemary is sorry she could not be here tonight, but she says to tell Mia and Elizabeth hello, and best of luck to our top 10 candidates.
So I first of all want to know what you think of the pageant here tonight, Elizabeth.
Oh, I love the pageant. I love seeing all the dresses especially.
Yeah. Is this something you eventually want to try out for us to be top 10?
I'm definitely thinking about it.
Okay, all right. How about you?
I really liked all the speeches and I really liked all the dresses, and I would definitely think I would want to do it when I'm older.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are just kind of finishing your year, just about. So what was your favorite part of the year this past year?
I think my favorite part was going on all the tours to Stamilt and Technoplex and seeing the work that goes into a lot of the parts of our valley.
Okay. How about you?
I also really liked all the tours, but I loved getting to be with Rosie, and I loved meeting Elizabeth.
Yeah, because you guys go to different schools, right?
Yes.
Me and Rosie go to the same school. We were in the same class last year.
Okay, all right.
We've known each other since kindergarten.
Wow, okay. And let's talk about that. You guys had to write an essay, right? Is that how it works?
2 different essays.
We had the first essay to get into top 10, and then we wrote another essay, all of the top 10 girls, to get the top 3.
So what was do you remember what your essay was about that got you into the top 3?
To get into the top 3, it was a moment that you're proud of.
Okay, and what moment was that?
I wrote about winning a Math is Cool competition as a team.
Okay. Mia, how about you?
I wrote about the first time I trotted on a horse.
Ooh, okay, and that was on purpose? Yes, because I've been on a horse and it started trotting, and I didn't want that. And I'm going, whoa, 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 and it just didn't listen to me.
I love riding horses.
Do you? Yes. Okay, how about you, Mia? Do you want to do this eventually and try to become a part of the royal court?
I think so.
Yeah?
Probably.
Okay, all right. Well, sounds good. Well, ladies, congratulations on being part of the Junior Royalty, and thank you for being here on TV. Do you want to say hi to anybody while you're here, Elizabeth? Somebody might be watching, you know.
I don't know.
No?
Maybe hi to anyone that wants to do this when they're older. And
okay. How about a message to the upcoming 5th graders that have a chance to be Junior Royalty?
Oh, yeah. Well, good luck to you, and I think you can definitely do it.
Mia, how about you? Do you have a message for anybody?
Yes, good luck. And whoever wins, we will see you, because we get to have lunch with you guys.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. That's part of the Junior Royalty program. How many years now for the Junior Royalty program?
Okay, that's the one question I didn't look
sorry
up,
about
Eric.
that.
It's been at least 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
so it's a while.
absolutely.
And it was built, we started this program to encourage young ladies to be involved and then want to, again, try out when they were in high school. So it looks like it's working.
One final question for Elizabeth. Are you used to wearing that tiara?
I think I've gotten used to it now, but still, every time I put it on, it's a little shaky.
How about you, Mia? Are you used to wearing that?
Well, when we had to wear it like basically every day, I was pretty used to it. But today when I put it on while we were heading here, I was like, why is my head so heavy?
Yeah, Julie still has the hair to be able to do that. I'd have to have like a headband or something to be able to.
Or a wiglet, a hairpiece or something.
A wig. There we go. That's what I need. We're going to take a break and come back as we continue our halftime show, as we like to call it. It's the intermission. The judges are tabulating, and you still have a chance to vote for the favorite speech, the most original speech. So do that right now, and we'll have more coming up next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Our community is full of people doing incredible work. Join us for the Community Impact Awards, an inspiring evening honoring the people, organizations, and businesses whose leadership and service make our community stronger. It's on Thursday, February 26th at the Pybus Local-Tel Event Center in Wenatchee. There'll be light appetizers and beverages. The award ceremony itself begins at 5:30. Come connect, celebrate, and support the positive impact happening all around us. Reserve your tickets today.
If you ever go to the parades and you see the float coming down the parade, doesn't matter if it's here in Wenatchee or if it's somewhere else, the Rose City or in the Lilac City, you'll probably see some folks that are wearing jackets like this. They're part of the Appalarians and they are a huge part of Apple Blossom Festival. We have Lisa Zanold joining us now to tell us about something special coming up. Not far from now, right?
Not far from now, less than a month. In fact, we will be hosting our 5th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance here in the Wenatchee Convention Center. We took a brief hiatus when COVID hit, as did many things, but we had about 250 participants the first year. We are hoping for close to 1,000 participants this year. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be great. We're very excited.
Holy cow. Where do you fit them all?
In the Grand Ballroom.
Oh, okay, and the big place upstairs, sure.
Exactly.
Talk about the point for this and what do you hope to achieve?
Well, the Wenatchee Appalarians are the proud sponsors of the Queen's Scholarship, which, as has been already mentioned tonight, is $10,000 for our Queen to pursue her academic career after high school. So this is our biggest fundraiser, and without our community sponsorships and the people that come to the event, of course, we wouldn't be able to host that scholarship. We're very excited.
And Julie?
Well, I'm going to say my granddaughter has gone the last 3 years, and it almost sold out one year, and she was devastated thinking she might not get to go. But can you tell us about some of the activities that happen? Because it's a pretty amazing evening for these young ladies and their dads.
Great question, Julie. Absolutely. So not only are there refreshments, and of course they get to wear their sparkly dresses, and even some of our little girls match their dads or their escorts, which is adorable. But we have fingernail painting. They can make cards or have a little craft station. There's a daddy dance-off, so the dads get to show off their moves, and there are some pretty great prizes. And our royalty comes, so we're excited to see who is chosen tonight so that we can welcome them to our dance, of course.
It's a very special evening, very special.
So Daddy-Daughter Dance coming up in March. How do we get tickets?
Great question again. The Wenatchee Apple Blossom Festival, or appleblossom.org website, has the link to our tickets. There are several flyers all around the community also that have a QR code. You can always call the Apple Blossom office and they can direct you to where to buy those tickets, for sure.
Well, fun event, and we hope you get that 1,000. That would be fantastic.
It would indeed. And like I said, that money all goes directly to the Queen's Scholarship, so that's why it's the most important.
Which, after talking to the ladies year after year after year, that's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Thanks for joining us.
It's expensive. It sure is. It sure is. Thank you so much.
You bet. Lisa Zanold joining us here from Appalarians to talk about the Daddy-Daughter Dance. Go to appleblossom.org to find out more about that and anything else Apple Blossom for that matter. We'll take a break and come back. We've got more here during the intermission as we wait the judge's decision. Coming up and find out who our top 3 to represent Apple Blossom Festival 2026 will be. We'll do that coming up here on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
And welcome back once again here to the New American Performing Arts Center, along with Julie Agins-Kuntz. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel as we bring you live coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank. The judges are still deciding, and sometimes this intermission can drag out because it can get really, really close.
It's a difficult decision, and I have judged other pageants before, and it is very difficult. And I know they take their job very seriously, which we appreciate. So you just get to listen to us for a few minutes here while we kind of stretch the show.
The thing about it, too, is we talked about this in our pregame show, if you will, about the fact that 60% of the judging happened this morning with the interviews, panel interviews, one-on-one interviews, that type of thing. There's a score sheet that they have from that they know coming out of the morning session, okay, here's where we stand as far as the scoring is concerned and going into pageant. But then again, 40% to be determined tonight, and part of that is the original speech and things like that. So there's still a lot hanging on the balance.
There's a lot hanging on it, and a lot can change. And so, yeah, that's all I'm allowed. I can neither confirm nor deny I know anything else about that because if Darcy's watching this, I cannot say too much. But yes, but there's a lot of deliberations, and that's good. That's the way it should be. Well, and we hope that that's how it is.
Yes, right. And it's also nice to have representatives from the school districts to be in there to watch what's going on. To they're looking over everyone's shoulders to make sure that it's, that it's fair and up and things like that. So we do have a decision. We have a decision. Okay. All right. Wow. We will. We've got another guest joining us here. So we'll do that because this thing wouldn't happen tonight without Cashmere Valley Bank. So we will talk to a representative from CVB coming up next year on the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
And welcome back once again to live coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank. Oh, speaking of, we've got Andy King here, who is a Vice President, Branch Manager. Did I get that right?
You did.
Okay. Andy, nice to meet you. Hey, talk about Cashmere Valley Bank and the continued support of Apple Blossom Festival.
I think it's going on a quarter century at this point now. It's been something that we've always felt is a huge community involvement for us. We're just looking to support the community that supports us. So I think it's on year 26 at this point, and we just look to continued success and support moving forward.
Well, I personally bank with Cashmere Valley Bank, the little bank with a big circle of friends. Talk about what's happening with the CVB these days.
We're going on 94 years, not quite as long as the Apple Blossom Pageant. I think in September it'll be year 94. We're going to have a new branch opening up in East Wenatchee, Grant Road and Nile.
Okay, oh, that's awesome.
I think East Wenatchee is our busiest volume branch, so this should alleviate some of the pressure on that and help support some of the housing developments that are going on up by the airport.
Yeah, we live up by the airport, so I can tell you it's definitely a growing thing. Julie?
Well, I was just going to say that I was telling Andy before we came on air that I have met his mama, and she was a princess, correct? Or was she queen?
She was a princess.
She was a princess.
Class
so
of 1979.
Yeah, I'm much older, so you know. That's why I remember her, because she's younger than me. But tell us your mom's memories, if she shares any with you, about Apple Blossom and what that's meant to your family.
Well, it was exciting when we first moved back in 2018. My wife and I went down. I think it was the 125th year in 2018. We went down and saw that. She was sitting in the convertible driven by our bank president, Greg Oakes, who's also a classmate of hers too.
Yes.
And it was also fun with her being a teacher for nearly 20 years in the Wenatchee School District. She had probably the largest following of kids running up to the car and high-fiving her and shaking her hand. So everywhere you go, it's like you're with a local celebrity.
Yes. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Well, and you are. Your mom is a celebrity.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I just heard the bells, so that means the judges have made their decisions, so we are about ready to go. Thank you to Cashmere Family Bank, and thank you very much for being a part of this here tonight and joining us on TV.
Thanks for having me on.
You bet. All right, there you go. We'll take a break, come back, get you the second half and all the announcements of the winners and the farewell by the 2025 Royal Court. That's coming up next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Our community is full of people doing incredible work. Join us for the Community Impact Awards, an inspiring evening honoring the people, organizations, and businesses whose leadership and service make our community stronger. It's on Thursday, February 26th at the Pybus Localtel Event Center in Wenatchee. There'll be light appetizers and beverages. The award ceremony itself begins at 5:30. Come connect, celebrate, and support the positive impact happening all around us. Reserve your tickets today.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
All right, welcome back once again to our live coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank, and we are awaiting the final tabulations from the judges, which we will have here momentarily, and then we can restart our coverage of the pageant on the NCWLIFE channel as we look forward to finding out who will not only receive the top 3 positions, if you will, with the princesses and two princesses and a queen, but also, of course, there are much else to be decided here with the congeniality, the photogenic, the community award, the achievement award, the original speech, and, of course, the 2 princesses and the queen to reign over the festival for 2026 and represent the Apple Blossom Festival as well as the rest of the North Central Washington for the upcoming year. So it's a big doings, and we're going to find out a lot of that coming up here on the NCWLIFE channel. We will take a brief break, come back, and get you for the... Oh, no, we're going to start it right now.
Has been a cherished Wenatchee tradition. Today's Music Theater of Wenatchee proudly continues that tradition in partnership with the Numerica Performing Arts Center. This spring, they're bringing one of Broadway's most pink, powerful, and fabulously fun shows to the packed stage. Please enjoy a sneak peek of this year's Apple Blossom musical, Legally Blonde, starring Elle Woods and the Delta News Sisters.
Dear Elle, he's a lucky guy. I'm like gonna cry. I got tears coming out of my nose. Mad Babs, he's a campus catch. You're the perfect match, cause you both got such great taste in clothes. Of course he will propose. Dear Elle, honey muzzle top, future's taken off. Bring that ring back and show it to me. 4 carats, a princess cut. Are you psyched or what? I just wish I could be there to see when he gets down on one knee. Oh my God, you guys. Looks like Elle's gonna win the prize. If there ever was a perfect couple, this one qualifies. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, this is happening. Our own homecoming queen and king. Finally, she'll be trying on a huge engagement ring for size. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. It's almost there, but this dress needs to seal the deal, make a grown man kneel. But it can't come right out and say bride. Can't look like I'm desperate or like I'm waiting for it. I gotta leave Warner his pride, so bride is more implied. Oh my God, you guys. All this week I've had butterflies. Every time he looks at me, it's totally proposalized. Oh my God, you guys! So help me dress for my fairy tale. Can't wear something I bought on sale. Love is like forever, this is no time to economize. Oh my God! You guys! Let's go home before someone cries. If there ever was a perfect couple, this one qualifies. Cause we love you guys. No, I love you guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys. Oh my God.
Legally Blonde takes the stage right here at the Numerica Performing Arts Center, April 29th through May 9th. Tickets go on sale to members Monday, and this is one you don't want to miss. Because sometimes proving you're smart, strong, and capable is best done in heels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Festival Administrator Darcy Christofferson.
Good evening, everyone. Wasn't that just an amazing show? The girls just did such a great job. Yes, you could clap. I'm a proud member of the Wenatchee Central Lions Club, and I've been a member since 1991. And this year, I'm actually the president of the Wenatchee Central Lions Club. So, thank you. So I couldn't be more proud of our crew backstage. As you know, we had an illness early on, and Christine took the reins without a doubt, and our crew has been working tirelessly, actually the last 6 months, volunteering their time to make this happen for these young ladies and for you. So can we have a big round of applause one more time for the Wenatchee Central Lions Club? They've been doing this for over 50 years. So again, thank you. I know all of you received your pageant program, and if you haven't had a chance to look through it, please look through it and look at all the names and all the businesses that donate their time, their dollars to make this pageant happen. One of our top 10 candidates looked at it on Wednesday because we let them have a sneak peek, and she's like, this is amazing. How many people volunteer their time to make this happen, especially our judges who took Valentine's weekend to spend with us, who volunteered their time. And that's what this Apple Blossom Festival is all about, is the volunteers. We absolutely, positively could not do it without the volunteers. So thank you to everyone that supports us. Thank you. So another group that volunteered their time was our 2025 royalty, who are home to give up their crowns. But before they do that, we have a little video we'd like to share with all of you.
What an incredible year it has been. It has been a true honor to represent this valley as the 106th Apple Blossom royalty. This experience would not have been possible without the love, support, and guidance of so many special people.
We first want to thank someone who truly does it all, our festival administrator, Darcy Christofferson. Her leadership, dedication, and tireless work behind the scenes made this experience possible. Darcy's guidance set an example for the women we all strive to become, and Apple Blossom would not be what it is without her. We also extend our heartfelt thanks to Erin Roberts. Erin was always there for us, our steady support, our sounding board, and someone we could always depend on. Thank you for your commitment to us, the festival, and the Valley.
We were fortunate to be guided by our amazing chaperones, Jan Crawlard and Terry Van Horn. Jan's kindness and joyful spirit brought comfort and laughter to every day, from safely getting us to where we needed to go and unforgettable sing-alongs. She made every moment brighter. Terry's compassion and thoughtfulness ensured every detail was handled with care. She helped guide us through each experience and made sure we were always supported. Thank you both for the love you poured into us.
To our Appalarian Chancellor, Linda Harold, thank you for truly being our superhero. Your behind-the-scenes dedication and constant support will never be forgotten. And to Dave Harold, thank you for your humor, encouragement, and contagious laughter. You made long parade days lighter and every experience more enjoyable.
And to our Appalarians, thank you for your generosity, time, and unwavering support of us girls and the Valley. Whether behind the scenes or beside us in parades, you are a vital part of what makes this festival thrive. We felt continuously seen and supported from day one, and we'll never forget that. A special thank you to Matt Smeller for always making us laugh. We are incredibly grateful for the young women who shared the top 10 journey with us. Sierra, Addie, Ava, Tess, Jenna, Mia, and Alona. Each of these girls brought something special, and the friendships we formed will last a lifetime. Thank you for making this experience so meaningful and for carrying this tradition forward. Our families are our foundation. From late nights to long drives and everything in between, they supported us every step of the way in our royalty journey. Their patience, love, and encouragement carried us through this journey, and we are endlessly thankful for them.
To Director General Kurt Ulrich, thank you for your leadership and commitment to the festival. Your organization and guidance ensured that everything ran smoothly, allowing us to focus on serving the community with pride. To our beautiful junior royalty, Queen Rosemary, Princess Elizabeth, and Princess Mia, thank you for sharing your light with us. Our experience would not have been the same without you, and neither would our TikToks. Your kindness, enthusiasm, and sparkle inspired us, and it was an honor to walk alongside you.
From local celebrations to out-of-town parades, every moment reminded us why Apple Blossom is so special. Through rain, long days, and countless waves, we were met with overwhelming love and pride. Serving this community has truly been an unforgettable honor.
To the businesses, sponsors, and service organizations throughout the Valley, thank you. Your generosity and dedication allowed us to experience the heart of Wenatchee, from honoring veterans to celebrating the next generation. This year showed us that it truly takes a village to bring this festival to life and to make this community what it is. And finally, to the people of Wenatchee, thank you. This community shows up for one another, and Apple Blossom is the truest reflection of that.
We are proud to represent a diverse community.
Sin importar de dónde venimos o el idioma que hablamos, nos une nuestra comunidad de Wenatchee. Our diversity is what makes Wenatchee so special.
The Apple Blossom Festival brings us together across generations to celebrate this beautiful valley we call home. Thank you for the honor of representing you. We hope we made you royally proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome home our 2025 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival royalty. Princess Deja Carlson, Princess Yasmin Perez, and your 2025 Queen Ella Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First and foremost, I really want to thank our Appalarians. They do all the hard work behind the scenes. They're so important to us. They're the backbone of this festival, and they really deserve that credit because without them, we couldn't have done any of this. So I also want to give a very personal thank you to Jackie and Richard Seal. They have been so special to me since I started the process in Top 10. And they've really shown me kindness with open arms, and I love them so much, and I appreciate you guys.
Hi, everybody. Although it is bittersweet being on this stage, the memories will follow us for years to come. And I would love to give a special thanks to Darcy, Aaron, and of course our chaperones, Jan and Terry. And we can't forget the Appalarians, the heart of Wenatchee. Their hard work has not gone unseen. Their continuous love that they have poured into Apple Blossom is truly, it's admirable. And I know these girls will carry those memories for years, and I am incredibly excited for the girls coming for this next generation.
And to the entire Wenatchee Valley in our community, what an absolute honor and privilege it has been to not only represent this valley, but to give back to this incredible place that we call home. While we may not be the ones who are going to be wearing the crowns anymore, we will continue to pray for this valley, this festival, for the apple orchard, and for these girls behind us. We are so incredibly blessed to have been your royalty.
I'm Princess Deja.
And I'm Princess Yasmin.
And I'm Queen Ella, and we really did have the best time ever.
Before we bring back our top 10 candidates, we want to remind you that after the crowning of our royalty, no one will be allowed backstage. There will be a reception for you to meet the new royalty and congratulate all the candidates right outside the doors in the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Just follow the balloons. Now, let's welcome back our 2026 top 10 candidates. Our royalty chaperones have been very supportive of these 10 young ladies throughout the selection process. They have made sure our candidates were always prepared and escorted them to all their appearances. At this time, we would like to introduce chaperones Terry Van Horn and Deb Worth. Before we learn who will reign over this year's festival, there are 5 special scholarship awards to announce. It is important to point out that these awards in no way affect the status of the candidates or the possibility of them becoming royalty. With the envelopes containing the names of the 5 award winners, as well as the 2026 Apple Blossom Royalty, from Cordell, Neer and Company, welcome Certified Public Accountant Steve Neer. This is always so nerve-wracking. The Most Photogenic Award is selected and presented by Parsons Photography. The recipient of this award was the most relaxed, comfortable, and natural during their photo session. She will receive a gift certificate for a future portrait session and a $200 gift card from Ulta Beauty. Presenting the award is last year's recipient, Mia Tostado. And the winner of the Most Photogenic Award is candidate Darcy Mejia Sanchez. The following 4 awards will receive a $1,000 scholarship. The Congeniality Award is voted on by the 10 candidates to show their appreciation to the girl among them who has exemplified attributes of kindness, friendliness, and also given personal support during the past few weeks. Sponsoring the $1,000 scholarship is NCW Law Firm. Please welcome attorney Allison Cooper. And presenting the plaque is last year's recipient, Princess Yasmin Perez. Okay, so this year, the winner of this year's Congeniality Award is Cameron Reynolds. The next award is the Community Involvement Award, which is selected by an independent scholarship committee. The recipient of this award has excelled in activities, volunteer opportunities, and work experience in our community. The $1,000 scholarship is sponsored by 7 local State Farm agents. Presenting this award is 2024 recipient Samantha Dodd. And the winner of this year's State Farm Good Neighbor Community Involvement Award is Kaylee Pearsons. The Achievement Award is also selected by an independent scholarship committee. This award is based on outstanding GPA, school activities, club, and school awards. Sponsoring the $1,000 scholarship is Davis Arneal Law Firm. Presenting tonight is attorney David Law. And presenting the award is last year's recipient, Queen Ella Johnson. And the winner of the Achievement Award is candidate Kaylee Pearsons. Okay, the next award is presented to the candidate the judges and the audience determined had the most original speech. This award is based on creativity, originality, and delivery of the candidate's speech pertaining the topic they were given. Sponsoring the $1,000 scholarship is Keep It in the Valley Cakes for College. Presenting tonight is co-founder and volunteer Wes Matheson. And presenting the plaque is last year's recipient, Miss Princess Deja Carlson. And the winner for most original speech is candidate Avery Anantamula. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the crowning of the 2026 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival royalty. To bestow the royal robe will be Appalarian Chancellor Jackie Seal, and presenting the bouquets for the royalty, which were donated by Apple Blossom Floral, our Queen, Director General Kathy Campbell. And crowning your new royal court will be the 2025 royalty. We want to remind you that the princesses will be announced in no particular order. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Princess Parker Avery.
So all of a sudden I'm speechless. I would like to thank all of the Appalarians, Darcy, my chaperones, my friends and family for supporting me, and the girls behind me have been so influential in my life and such a great support system, and every single one of them deserve it. Everybody was confident. Everybody here is just amazing, and I bet this was the hardest choice. I would just like to say I'm very, very honored to be representing my valley, and I promise to take very good care of this position, and just thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you Princess Kaylee Pearsons.
Thank you all so much. It's such an honor to be here and to be chosen amongst all of these incredible girls, like Parker said. I have to first give all glory to God. He's the reason I'm here. I just hope that throughout this process, I'm able to reflect His love and His kindness. I have to give big thanks to my family, especially my mom. They've been my biggest supporters throughout all of this, and I wouldn't be here without them. And to everyone who's ever said a kind word to me through this process, or a pat on the back, or a hug, or a text message, it has all been seen, it has all been appreciated, and it has inspired me so much. I really just hope that I can give back some of that love to our community.
And now, the 107th Queen to reign over the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival and the winner of a $10,000 scholarship, Her Royal Highness, Queen Brielle Pratt.
Oh my gosh, this is so surreal. I am shocked. Thank you. I want to start out, first of all, by thanking my mom. She has been my rock through this entire process, the one I go to if I'm ever doubting myself or whatever it may be. And she has truly supported me and been my biggest rock. I also want to give a big thanks to all of my family and my friends, and especially to the girls behind me, who have all been my support, who have listened to every wait, let me do my speech one more time, or whatever it may be. I'm so thankful, and most of all, I'm just so excited to help support this valley and to be the best person I can, and I'm so excited. Thank you.
Washington State Apple Blossom Festival royalty. To find out about all the festival events for 2026, log on to appleblossom.org and like us on Facebook and Instagram.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time for VC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Our community is full of people doing incredible work. Join us for the Community Impact Awards, an inspiring evening honoring the people, organizations, and businesses whose leadership and service make our community stronger. It's on Thursday, February 26th at the Pybus Local Event Center in Wenatchee. There'll be light appetizers and beverages. The award ceremony itself begins at 5:30. Come connect, celebrate, and support the positive impact happening all around us. Reserve your tickets today.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
And welcome back once again here to the Numerica Performing Arts Center. We have just learned who will represent the Wenatchee Valley in the Apple Blossom Festival for 2026. They are just feet behind us, past the curtain, getting hugs and kisses and getting some photographs, and then they will come out and join us. Julie, what a fantastic night.
It was a very fantastic night. The girls did great. The judges did a wonderful job. I know it was difficult, and here we go. It's festival time, people.
Yeah, it's underway. I know it's not till April, but it's actually started tonight. Let's recount what happened here tonight as far as the awards were concerned. Congratulations to all 10. They were all deserving of so much, but Photogenic Award went to Darcy Mejia Sanchez. Congratulations. Also, Congeniality tonight went to Cameron Reynolds. The Community Involvement Award went to Kaylee Pearsons. The Achievement Award went to Kaylee Pearsons as well. And the original speech to Avery Anatanamula. God, I had that. I had it. Anantatmula. There we go. Of course, our princesses. We've got 2 from Eastmont and 1 from Wenatchee tonight.
We have a queen from Eastmont.
A queen, well, yeah, so the top 3, that's a reference there.
We're
so
just splitting hairs.
one of our princesses from Wenatchee High School is Parker Avery.
Yes.
One of our other princesses is from Eastmont. That's Kaylee Pearsons. And then our queen also from Eastmont, Brielle Precht. Congratulations to the ladies. Congratulations to the families of all the 10. I know everybody was here tonight in fine form and in great force to help support their top 10, and everybody did a great job.
They did. Oh, hello.
They're peaking. Hi, Darcy. Do you want to come join us, or no? We would love the royalty. Oh my gosh, really? Already? How about that? Okay. So without further ado, they're going to bring the royalty out, and we'll get a chance to get further thoughts. I know you were a queen.
Yes.
When they handed you a microphone suddenly and you got a crown on your head, what did you forget what to say?
Eric, it spins. They didn't hand me a microphone.
Oh, they did.
They probably knew better.
Oh,
so.
okay. All right.
Hi, ladies.
Come on out, ladies.
Congratulations.
Okay, we got a princess to come. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got all three of you. We'll try to make room for the dresses here.
Squish, squish, squish.
So, Queen Brielle Precht, how does that sound?
Wild. I am shocked. I am so blessed, and I'm so thankful, and I'm so excited.
So, was there anything that you think carried the day for you? How did it go this morning?
I think at first I was so nervous. I remember this entire week. I thought I was just going to puke. I was so nervous. And then the day of, I just went in it with the mentality of I got this and I can do it. And I didn't let myself think anything else or be negative on myself the entire day.
Parker Avery, a princess. I know you've had a lot of experience holding fish in your hands. How about a bouquet of flowers and having a crown on, or a tiara on your head?
This is definitely a little new for me. I don't know how to feel.
How about you and the day for you today?
Yeah, so to get my nerves out, I was acting a little silly and doing silly dance moves in the dressing room and singing with my friends, and it honestly helped a lot. I think I got most of my nerves out last night, and today I've been taking it one step at a time and just enjoying the moment with my friends.
Cool.
I'll let you handle our other end of the spectrum here. Kaylee, talk about your day and what this means to you.
Sure, I'm so excited to be here. I'm very grateful. And I had the most fun on the one-on-one interviews in the morning, and I think that helped me the most.
So I've heard people talk about that like it's speed dating. Did it feel kind of like that?
I can see the comparison, yeah. It felt so fast. We were with each judge for 10 minutes, I'm told, but I think it was 2. I think something's not adding up. I think it was 2 minutes each.
So Brielle, you guys had breakfast this morning. Did you actually eat, or were you too nervous to put any food down?
My mom made me 2 egg cups before, and then I just had a little bit of fruit. I was like, oh, I cannot eat too much. I was definitely nervous.
So are you starving right now? What's the next thing after this? I know you got family waiting for you out in a celebratory mood, but what's next for you after this?
I'm going to probably just sit in my room and just be like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. And then after I kind of come to, I'll probably eat a lot of food. I'm very excited.
Parker, how about you?
I am going straight to bed when I get home. I have been awake since 5 a.m. and I am very exhausted and socializing and just emotional. My body is just going to be drained, so I'll be going to my bed.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. Kaylee, I mean, does your face hurt from smiling so much?
It does. It definitely does. But it's been worth it to smile all day. It's been a lot of fun.
So what are you looking forward to after the night is over and you get home finally and you can relax?
I'm looking forward to seeing different texts from people on my phone. I have a lot of family out of town, so I know they'll have texted me, and I'm really excited to talk to all of them.
Oh, that's true. We're broadcasting around the world. Yes. Any special hellos for somebody that couldn't be here tonight?
I want to say hello to my grandma, Cindy, who has been watching me from Arizona. I also want to say thank you to all of my friends, my family who have been broadcasting and just taking the time to come and watch me. It means so much.
Parker, how about you?
I want to say hi to my grandma Alice from Texas watching, and she is the one that taught me how to fish and everything I know.
All right. How about you, Kaylee?
I have a lot of people to say hi to, but I especially want to say hi to Uncle Don and Aunt Sheila from Wisconsin. They stayed up late with the time zones to watch me.
Yeah, absolutely. Julie, did you have anything else for these ladies?
Well, you kind of took my question, but that's okay.
Oh,
I want to know, who is the first person you are going to call or text when you get home or things calm down?
Well, I can't text my mom, but I will definitely be talking to her right away. But then texting, I had a couple friends here watching me tonight. They were up in the balcony, so I'll be texting them right away, too.
Parker, how about you?
I will be hugging my little brother, and once I get home, I'm going to FaceTime my aunt, and her daughter's named after me, and she also dressed like a princess tonight to watch.
That's sweet.
And so I'll be FaceTiming them and telling them.
Riel?
I'm really excited to talk to my Aunt Kelly. She was a pageant, I forget what her position was, but it was something in Lake Chelan. I believe she was a princess, and she's been walking me through this entire thing, and so I'm so excited to talk to her about it.
Well, ladies, congratulations. I heard a scratch on the curtain, so that means that you need to be somewhere else right now. Thank you for taking the time to join us, and congratulations all the way around. All right, there you go. There's your 2026 Apple Blossom Royal Court for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. And our coverage here on the NCWLIFE channel has been brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, also by Apple Valley Honda and Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. Julie, it's been a lot of fun.
I'm not going to cry. I am not going to cry. But it's been awesome. Thank you for the privilege.
You can't cry if you say you're not going to cry.
I'm telling myself. But thank you for so many memories, and just it's been so much fun.
Well, thank you for your support and keeping me straight on this whole, blossom thing. All right, that's going to wrap it up. For everybody involved in our broadcast tonight, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the support all the way around. And for everyone, have a happy Apple Blossom Festival.
Thanks for watching live coverage of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank. Our coverage this evening on the NCWLIFE channel has been brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, also by Apple Valley Honda and Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. We now return you to normal programming already in progress.